Angela, are you ready to see the fight car?
Oh, I'm ready, baby.
Let's do this!
Oh my God, look at it! I'm Angela, I'm 26 years old, and I'm from Giffordtown, Alabama. And something you might not know about this girl is that I also happen to be a professional wrestler. My love for the fastness and speed of Hot Wheels, I brought it right to the ring with me. I'm building the fight car.
Okay, all right.
The biggest, the boldest, badass wrestling on wheels that this world has ever seen.
Yes.
Boom, Vendetta. We're gonna cut this bad boy in half. We're gonna put a wrestling ring in the middle of it.
We're gonna slice this thing in half and extend it.
This has to be strong enough to be able to wrestle in it.
Big skull in the middle that represents
I like skulls.
me.
I'll work with Angela to design the championship belt. We could do that as a front grill.
Step one, we gotta start tearing this thing down.
This is the kind of thing I do, so I love it. But turning Viola into Vendetta, it's ambitious to say the least.
So we've got Angela, professional wrestler, and the blue team over there working on the fight car. She's turning that Hyundai Elantra into an actual wrestling ring on wheels. That's bananas.
Is that enough to just put something in the center of these two halves of one car? What's happening in the front and back? I'm not sure that just elongating it is hot enough.
So where we're gonna be making this cut, it's an interesting spot because both doors join together at this pillar. If we cut too far forward or back, we run the risk of not being able to reattach the door. Hey, Angela.
What's up?
These are the lines where your pretty little baby's gonna get sliced. Just want you to be mentally prepared for what you're about to witness.
For a split moment, I almost said no. I almost said, let's figure something else out. But I was like, go big or go home. How can you win Hot Wheels if you don't have a Hot Wheels design?
So they've got to figure out how do they brace this whole thing that both keeps it together. It won't just sag in the middle.
Yeah.
But really, how do you bring a wrestling ring to life and make it dynamic?
Stretching the car and then building the wrestling ring, making it look clean, all the edges, so that it looks like it's one piece. This is probably going to be one of the hardest builds that we see on Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge.
Wow, Blue Garage, look at this. Look at all these room for activities. Structure-wise, there's gonna have to be a lot more than just these two rails connecting the front half of the car to the back half. What's the plan for the rest of the fabrication?
We're going to build off of these rails and triangulate the whole thing and just make sure it's strong enough.
So design-wise, what are you guys thinking for the front and the rear of this vehicle outside of the ring?
We're gonna open up the hood, plasma cut a hole, have a skull. Skull is one of Angela's things.
What is a wrestler without a championship belt? We're going to have a championship belt mounted right here in the grill.
Wrestling ring, cool. Sounds like your design is going to be cool. Your execution better be on point.
Y'all, off to a great start. Good luck, guys. You're gonna need it.
We got a lot of work on here.
They have made a ton of progress over in the Blue Garage.
This Elantra was chopped in half, completely stretched, almost like an Elantra limo, if you will. And then they built this entire wrestling ring in the middle of it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, get it? I am making what's gonna be the corners of all the ropes for the outside of the wrestling ring. So I'm on number 3. I still have another 9 to go.
The real question we keep asking them, is it Hot Wheels?
Look at it. Yes, that is Hot Wheels. Come on. This thing is amazing.
So I brought my first pair of gear around. It's a little faded because I've had it since 2018.
Ooh, I like the skull because his mouth is open. How could you not like skulls? That's my thing. I'm renowned for making totally unexpected, strange, and wonderful things. This is my bag, and I'm totally up for it.
Oh, there's not a lot of spring in that. When you get body slammed on that.
We've bent a lot of steel, and the frame of the car is starting to come together. But now we have got to make sure that the floor of the wrestling ring holds together, and it also has some flex in it, but not too much flex, or it's just gonna break in half.
Oh, the car's got some spring though.
Let's get it secured first, and then you can practice your special move.
What about the belt that you're going to craft around the front of the car? What if we made it so you could remove it and have it as the winning belt, you know, for the wrestlers?
Bob, can we do that? Adding the championship belt was already a fantastic idea, but then Charlie took it up a notch and said, hey, why don't we remove it so at the end when you win the match, You are the Hot Wheels champion, baby. All right,
Let's do it.
let's go.
Hey, Blue Garage.
Hey, hey.
Guys, I've got to be honest. This is beyond insane. I really want to get in there with you.
Get in there, so much room for activities. As you know, Hot Wheels needs to be big, bold, loud. Right now, we're still looking like a stretched Elantra with a wrestling ring in the middle, so what's the plan?
We've got a couple ideas, but it really depends on time.
Okay.
So we gotta work with the big parts first, and then we can focus on the smaller details.
Right. I would really expect them to be thinking about changing more of the silhouette of this car. I'm not sure how they're gonna make this all look cohesive.
Are you guys worried about the flow of the car getting interrupted with the seats poking out of the back at all?
The big thing here is we gotta do something other than just putting a box in the middle of the car. We have to make sure that this is Hot Wheels featuring wrestling, not wrestling featuring Hot Wheels.
What's your biggest concern at this point, knowing how little time you have left?
That's the biggest concern. We've got lots still to do, not a lot of time.
No pressure.
Hey, Charlie, check this out.
Whoa!
What is that, man?
If this exhaust doesn't say Hot Wheels, I don't know what does. The exhaust is huge, and it makes the car even longer, but it looks cool, so it's worth adding.
This will be the belt. It'll have some fasteners that we can just slide this front piece off of.
Oh, now who doesn't want to raise up a big championship and scream that they're the champion? Everyone wants to do that. Even people who've never won anything, they want to be able to take a belt off a car and say, hey, I won this match. Let's do it. Come on, we're a champion.
Yeah. Hey, Blue Garage.
How are you?
Whoa, look at the tears.
Whoa.
I see the tears, I see the bling. What else is happening to the exterior of this vehicle?
We got the exhaust going on at the back of the car. And then also, you're never the same after your first match. Never. So, after Vendetta's gonna go through her first match, we're gonna put a couple dents and stuff in her, and we're gonna make her look like she's been fighting her whole life.
I didn't know we were gonna do that.
Yeah, Mark, that, I think we
Now
found the
you
same
know.
way. Angela, are you ready to see the fight car?
Oh, I'm ready, baby.
Let's do this.
Oh my God, look at it! Yes, Vendetta is sick! I mean, oh my God! The spikes, the V, the skull, the ring, she's amazing.
Tell us where this thing started and what we're looking at right now.
We took my black Hyundai 2010 Elantra, and what I wanted to do was give back to this car and give her a story of her own. This right here, baby, is Vendetta. We chopped her in half, broke it down so we can incorporate the wrestling ring. Bob had this amazing idea to create this 3D skull that is literally coming out of the hood because she is turning into Vendetta. My dream come true. Thank you. Thank you.
We were promised that this would look and feel like a wrestling event, which means let's get ready to Hot Wheels.
All right. Charlie, I'm calling you out.
Me?
The Mad Hatter. Let's go!
Let's get to the fight. Come on.
Come on!
Got this, Charlie, get back in it. The winner gets the belt. Hot Wheels Wrestling Champion of the World, Angela!
It worked! When you look at this car and you think about originality, the cup runneth over. The skull with the lights. I mean, the championship belt to integrate El Viento into the lines of the car. What a great move. But I will say, I don't get the feeling that it is one autonomous thing. As an avid Hot Wheels fan,
Yes.
what makes this car a Hot Wheels to you?
Because there's a wrestling ring in the middle of a car. What do you think? The power seats?
I definitely think it has all of the Hot Wheels elements. It is loud, it is bold, it's got pyrotechnics. I wish you guys had done more with the rest of the car. Like when I'm looking at the front quarter panel, it's like largely nothing has been done because it does feel like you have these really, really cool features and components, and Elantra kind of grew on the outside of it.
I feel like you really executed your story. You live your life of wrestling, and you put a wrestling ring in the middle of a car. It's exploding out of it, and I can't think of any other way to execute it better.
It's incredible.
Yeah.